Well, out-of-control passengers continue to be a problem for airlines' flight attendants. They're on the front lines. They're taking really the brunt of these confrontations.
Sure are. And the latest incident happened on a flight from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C. Our chief transportation correspondent, Hawker Vanguard, is here. And Hawker, what happened on this flight that alarmed everyone?
Well, could you imagine sitting next to a guy who reaches over and tries to open the door to the plane?
That would freak me
while you're
out,
at 36,000 feet. And I mean, experienced flyer myself, and I'm a flight attendant, and that's still going to cause my blood pressure to go through the roof. But that's what these passengers were dealing with on American Airlines Flight 1775. That aircraft was flying between Los Angeles and Washington, D.C. And as I said, that passenger decided he had enough. It was time to get off, and he tried to open up that aircraft door. That plane, though, had to make an emergency landing in Kansas City. Now, witnesses say that the passenger in question had to be restrained after they tried to open that door, and the flight attendants reportedly had to use a coffee pot as a weapon to subdue that crazed passenger. Now, once the aircraft was on the ground, landed in Kansas City, FBI agents took that passenger into custody, and the flight went on to its destination. What really scared people, though, was when that person went grabbing for the door. You can imagine it's not a pretty sight to see.
Oh, it would be alarming. I mean, just as
you've seen it in the movies and what happens, the depressurization of that.
Right, like, hey, let's think this through, let's talk this through before you make this decision. But the question I have for you is, one, can you do damage? And two, if you decide to all of a sudden do something to the plane, use a coffee pot, use whatever to defend yourself, can you then be fined for damaging the plane?
Right. So if you're doing something that's going to cause, damage or harm to a passenger or the aircraft, flight attendants and flight crew members are going to act in whatever means necessary to keep the passengers, the aircraft, and the flight deck safe. But if that plane has to make an emergency landing like we had here, then what we're dealing with is the possibility they could be charged for restitution. But let's talk about the doors and the emergency exits, though. They don't have locks on them per se, but there's some physics at play that keep the doors shut during the flight. So aircraft doors have to move into the cabin before they can open out. And another option, like you're seeing here on this Airbus door, they have to slightly move up over a bracket before they can be opened up. So in both cases, when the aircraft is flying, that cabin pressure is holding the door closed. So a little bit of quick math on top of that, when you have the door itself and you do the math and you figure out how many square inches and square feet are on that door, 8 pounds per square inch is the typical pressurization you're going to have on a plane at 30,000 feet. You put that into math and you're dealing with 20,000 pounds of force on that door. So you'd have to counter the actions of physics in order to open the door, and that door is going to break before that even happens. Not break to the point that it's going to fly off the plane like we see in the movies, but it's going to break to where the handle can't actually open. But if you want to think of something in the terms of what we deal with, we all get into a car every single day. God forbid you end up at the bottom of a body of water. You always hear about the survival techniques about how to get out of your car if you're in a lake. It's the same type of concept where your pressure is pushing up against the door there. But in any event, not something we want to see, but nothing that would ever actually do something.
We're seeing all these more and more on these unruly passengers, but it's good to know that we got trained people like yourself up there to take care of everything. Thank you so much, Hawker Vanguard.